Somebody please check Elon Musk's brakes because he's about to kill the banks and, well, we all know what happens to those who try to kill the banks. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning tea. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the winds blow. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni. Bring on the Now, FOMO index has inched down to 71 from yesterday's 73. Bitcoin dominance is 53.6%. 24-hour volume is 65 billion. The overall market cap 2.43 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, it's Tuesday of earnings week for all the big businesses that are still above water, giving the market a certain pep in its step, putting back in its stride a reason to believe. As we headed into the weekend, price action made a dash for the 50 moving average, getting a healthy rejection back down to the 20 moving average, then broke through on its second try, also breaking out of our channel of descension, then slowly at a snail's pace rallied up all weekend, peaking out yesterday right at the 200 moving average at 67.2, and has feathered back down to test our channel of eternal monotony support level at 66.2. Now this is where we can start musing about this little dip being over. It is our barometer of bullish prowess. And I say if we can stay above this channel support. Now it's somewhat early and of course delusionally bullish, but I'm going to carve out this new channel of ascension whose exit points are down at 65.4 in the loving arms of the 20 moving average, but this time she's providing support. Then up at 69.2, our first obstacle would be getting past the headwinds of this 200 moving average, which has also provided us with a healthy rejection. But to put it into perspective, take a look at how long this channel of eternal monotony has ranged us into Yawnsville. So ultimately getting up and out of her at 71.1 is the next real level of bull strength. Now over on my ding dong, you can see we did wick our way up and into our triangle of neutrality, but was rejected at its resistance and is sulked back down to 66.2, which is also the 38.2% fib and more or less the 50-yard line of our channel. My next bullish bone of contention would be the 23.6% fib up and 68.9. That would also break us up and out of our triangle and set our sights for the channel resistance level, 73K. But expect some slight headwinds at this 71.1-ish area, which is also the resistance level back on the 4-hour chart. Quick look at the Wookie. Sees we did close the candle red, our third red candle in a row, but carved out this glorious hammer candle, a candle which signals continued bullish prowess moving into this week. And we have snuck back into our tight little channel.
Which once will get candlestick.
Ah, yes, the angelic voices of the children's choir of enchanted wicks, letting us know that we are growing our garden of sacrificial wicks for, to be precise, that could play out to our local bottom, 59K once again, which is also the goldenest of golden ratios, the siggity 1.8% fib, but the good news is that when we see multiple wicks, it's actually a sign of strength, letting us know that the market does not want to be down at those levels, and buyers are chomping at the bit every time she dips, although she's dipped a little more than I'm comfortable with. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. Yeah, we're lucky enough anyway, so get out there and knock 'em dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. And that's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and by all means, sing it with me now. I'll run the banks of boom to spang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, cha-cha-cha-ching. The cup of coffee is shared around the world. Isn't that amazing? Technology these days, we can all share a cup of coffee at 8 a.m. CMT, 9 o'clock EMT, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock PMT. And I know in Canada, we have some sort of weird in-betweener, like, I can't remember what it's called, but it's in Newfoundland or in the eastern part of Canada. It's like half an hour. That's all messed up. Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful day to be alive. Scotty Mo, crazy hair. My hat. You know, I'm going to leave the crazy hair today. Leave the crazy hair just so the shorts don't look all the same, because I've noticed the shorts kind of look like the exact same short. And our little experiment that we're doing with the shorts, which is really interesting because I let AI do the titles. And the titles, I believe AI rips them from other popular shorts. And that's why you see the titles that they have no bearing on what the material in the shorts are, like from Joe Rogan to everything. Trump's in there, a lot of stuff. So they're just pulling, I guess, words. Anyway, it's a good lesson in what you have to do and what you maybe don't have to do. 6 a.m. Pacific. Oh, right. Yeah, 2 hours behind over on the West Coast. Derek Porter. 9 a.m. where Misco is. Newfoundland Daylight Time. Daylight Time Newfoundland GMT. What is it called? Is it just GMT? Anyway, here's the big thing that was I've got the old wheels in motion, and why I have to remind everyone. I don't really push any of the socials because I don't really like them or care, but I do believe with Twitter becoming a bank that if you don't have a Twitter or X, get one. And if you do have one, please follow my channel, because I do believe that the big thing that people are missing here is that X becoming a bank is also the death of YouTube. And why I say that is because once people can fully monetize the same way equal to or even slightly less than YouTube, people will be off YouTube. Because right now, people are trapped on YouTube and they got to abide by all this BS, all constantly changing. And then you can build a channel for 10 years and all of a sudden they'll just strike you out. And you got to fight in this unknown court that doesn't really exist with bots that don't get back to you just to get your channel back. So please, by all means, if you have a Twitter and you haven't already followed my account, because I believe in the next coming years, and hopefully it's that long, it's not right away, I will be just on Twitter. Here's the thing, all Twitter has to do is pay me $4 a video because that's what YouTube pays right now at this size of channel. But I can see as the channel grows, it'd be such a heartbreaker to grow this channel, say one bizarre thing. Thank you, Alexandra. See, that's why you're such a great mod. While this, it'd be heartbreaking to grow this channel just to get it struck and by miscellaneous things and have it taken down and not have that alternative on Twitter. Jimmy Coco's like or hate most people that said he'd kill Twitter didn't consider his track record of business success. Yeah, the one thing that fascinates me and worries me is that he is really ruffling the feathers of the psychopathic elite. And the final straw for the ruffling of the feathers is the banking system and the monetary system. And so he definitely has the power and the reach and the technology and the brains and the money to almost pull a bridge to Bitcoin. And what I mean by a bridge to Bitcoin is that it's definitely not Bitcoin and never will be, but it will be out of the monetary system, a second layer of sorts away from a bank. Because I've always said, as soon as I can comfortably cash a check, send money on something other than a bank, I'm out. And so now I've told you before, I had to get this personal bank account to get onto CoinSquare. Once that's gone, I'm out of those banks and I'll never will return. I don't think anyone else will. Maybe the certain age groups, boomer up, will never go on Twitter next, and that's fine because there's more people coming in at the bottom to Twitter. But that being said, I can see that would be a huge win for Elon Musk to get creators from YouTube onto Twitter or X and putting their content on there. And I think it's what they need because the people that want censorship, they can fill their boots in YouTube or Facebook or wherever the Harvard snowflakes are, and that's good for them, and they can stay there and not get triggered. Although I believe they love getting triggered, so they'll just look. Eventually, they'll be triggered by not getting triggered. I'm just so triggered that I haven't been triggered. How dare people not trigger me? That's what's going to happen. Meanwhile, everyone of any kind of creative substance, because a true artist walks a fine line of risk, right? They don't know what's going to offend, nor do they care. And so to be handcuffed in a content creation platform that you never know if the edge you didn't know you were walking will put you over the edge and everything that you worked for is over. I think once people get relieved of that and onto Twitter and X with their content, we're going to see another renaissance of art being created. Because right now people are like, it's so sad when I watch other creators having to use code words and not saying certain things and just censoring themselves. I get it. I get why that's happening, but it'll be nice when the renaissance occurs on Twitter or X and we can all get on with our lives, because I really think that the suppression of art and the suppression of free speech and how artists express themselves is really, it's a knee on the neck of humanity in general. I know that sounds like a wild hyperbolic expression, but it really is, because it's through art that we evolve. It's the expression of abstract thought that creates the pathway, because everything is relatively manifested by our thoughts, and it's not as the molecular stardust, if it were, it's not as woo-woo as you think. When people say you manifest your thoughts, it's just as simple as following through on your thoughts. So let's say you want to do something like start a business. You can't say knife on YouTube. Oh no, I said it twice. A simple aspect of manifestation is saying I want to do this, and starting to put one foot in front of each other. So the artistic molecular fairy dust that you start bringing into existence when you're an artist, and you don't have to be an artist in the general sense of a musician, painter, actor, whatever. Everything is art. Being a parent is an artistic creation, because look at what you just created. That's better than any song anyone's ever written. You've created a child. Now that is a creative expression. So we're all artists, and when the ability to express yourself artistically and creatively is being dampened by censorship of any kind, really the evolution of mankind is being dampened. Whoa, pianomattyb, it's Tuesday. Getting a little deeper on a Tuesday morning. Can you get back to the charts maybe, for Christ's sake? Sure, we can. The 4-hour chart, the noisy little so-and-so, you can see, look at this. Remember the head and shoulder? Oh, you can't see that. Let me get this. Oh, it's just, there it is. The head and shoulders inverted that we talked about last week played out to a T. Make sure it's C. And, I lost the air. How did I lose the air? There it is. There's the shoulders, there's the head, there's the other shoulders, and it played out right to here. Look at their little line here. You can't see it because the guy from operations in the way. But hey, that operation signifies that trade that you got into the knees and at the elbows, and you made a quick 2K or relative percentage of that. If you are a trader, which I don't suggest you do. But had you taken that, you would have opened it and closed it, and then it kind of came back down, which would be another entry. Anyway, we did exactly what this little line said, this little doodle. Took us one day longer before we came up to Channel of Eternal Monotony's support that was acting as resistance, and we hit our bullish head on the 200 moving average. Got rejected, and now we're fighting just below this support line, now acting as resistance. And as you can see, I drew in this delusionally bullish channel of ascension. And now the reason why this is important and at the same time not important at all, because if we go back to this 4-hour noisy little so-and-so, it really is just channel of ascension to descension to ascension to descension in this monotonous range that, oh, I didn't make that bigger. That's too big. The arrow doesn't need to be that big. I'm on this one. And that's why, we can say the market is slowly, I guess I can also get rid of the the Bitcoin halving thing. We'll wait for another, where is it? There it is. Get rid of it. We don't need to see that. Couple of years now before that'll ever take place. So the channel of ascension, we talked about 66.5. What do we get down to here with this little tiny baby wick? 65.9. No, it's right at the 20 moving average, 65.5. So $400 away from our exit point. We don't want to exit out of this, because if we do, and I say if, let's extend this one down here. Next point of support would be 64K. This is all just rangy BS. Makes no difference until we get up here at 71.1. We're just ranging. We're just ranging in eternal monotony, not going anywhere, not going down, mind you. Now, when we go over on the Wookiee, you can see this garden of eternal sacrificial wicks. And, those darn pesky kids and their old wives' tale, that which once wicked will get candlesticked. By the way, thank you for the few people that bought that shirt last week. I'm surprised people buy that shirt. I put it as I made the thing. I might as well make this t-shirt too. A few of you bought that shirt. So what I wouldn't mind if you did buy the shirt and you watch this video, DM me on Twitter. You can actually contact me in the DMs or Instagram with the picture with you wearing the shirt. No one ever does that. I'd appreciate it if you did send me a picture of it and I can add it to these streams. Whatnot. And of course, what no one really wants to talk about. No one really wants to talk about is over on the monthly chart. 61.8% fib, 45.7. No one wants to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I'm just saying that according to these Fibonacci's, we love the goldenest of golden ratios. This is the monthly. Back on the weekly. Where'd we go? 61.8% fib. And when we were up here, I remember being here going, 61.8% fib is at 59. Oh, God, pianomattyb, don't say the 50s. That's gross. No, of course we did it. But while we're in this range, all it is just peaks and bounds, supply, support, resistance. That's why if you can learn how to recognize support and resistance, simple as these, and then you take the head and shoulder or the head and elbow, knees and elbows of these trades. You're just going to make this pocket right here your bank. Now, again, I don't suggest anyone do that unless they have 10,000 hours of dummy practicing. And you got to ask yourself, do I have 10,000 hours of dummy practicing to become a full-time trader? If the answer is no, then I suggest you don't do it, because inevitably most people learn the hard way, as I did many times, that it takes a lot of money to learn hard lessons in trading. And I do believe that those lessons are important because they make you a better trader. So now if you were just to hop into trading thinking that you can maybe make a living at it, all the power to you, and I do hope for the best. Unfortunately, I just think that in order to get those stripes, get those feathers in the hat, you need to have some horrible bad luck, if it were, and lose a lot of money, because it reinforces your trading strategy. Sometimes when I would go back and wonder why this trade went so sideways on me, it's because I let certain things go. You have your rules. For me, it's support and resistance and Fibonacci levels. But sometimes, you just get a little bored. Maybe you waited along. Maybe the range is killing you. You took a long that just out of boredom. You just want to get some serotonin and you lost. And then when I did that, I deserved to lose because I didn't follow my program. And that program evolves through the 10,000 hours of dummy trading, and then some. Matty B, Jimmy Coco, definitely paid my dues many times over. Yeah, and it's trading is not unlike being a professional musician, like a journeyman musician like me, where I can earn money playing music. Not a lot of people can. Before you get there, you do need 10,000 hours of bad gigs. And let me tell you one thing. I've had more than 10,000 hours of bad gigs. It seems, I would say, until I was in my late 30s, they were all bad gigs. So we're talking about 20 years of bad gigs. That's why my 4 tenets of success, again, skill, talent, timing. No, wait a second. Skill, talent. No, talent is skill. Sorry. Talent, timing, luck, and then the most important, delusion. Because without delusion, you won't be able to get through the hard times when things aren't going your way, when you're not getting lucky. when you might not have enough talent. The delusion. How many talentless people do we see in our own opinions? They're like, why is that girl or why is that guy so popular? We or I don't think he's that great. Well, his delusion took him through and he got lucky with some good timing and boom, there you go. So for me as a journeyman musician, it took 20 years. And who's going to put 20 years into playing bad gigs? Unless you're completely delusional, which I guess I am. But it's the delusion that has allowed me to do something like this to this YouTube channel. Because you got to ask yourself, who would make videos 4 hours a morning from 4 to 8 for $4? It is someone who is delusional. Now, I also have reinforced knowledge of hard work. I've done hard work and made one of the business I had a long time ago was a poker company. We kind of made poker tables, but then it evolved into being like a poker, throwing poker tournaments and whatnot. And again, me and my partner at the time, we worked probably 2 years, not only not making money, but sinking a bunch of money into it. Like, you have to. Who's going to pay for anything? No one except for you. So, and then it kind of took off, but it was always darkest before the dawn. And when we were running out of money, then things started to turn around. So I still feel the same way about this YouTube channel. Sometimes when it feels like it's darkest before the dawn, I just go back into my own historical. Whoa. Look at this. You took a shower today, Duke. Good boy. Without even being asked, eh? Good for you. Well, buddy, are you bullish or are you bearish?
Bullish.
Bullish. Oh, you put on the reverb with your talented tootsies. You ready to do some shout-outs for the good peeps? Squeaky McGee.
Squeaky McGee.
The Backup Kid.
The Backup Kid.
Johnny December.
Johnny December.
Dave Digital, the goat.
Dave Digital.
Alexandra G.
Alexandra G.
A11Y.
XRP11Y.
And our good buddy Mesco.
Mesco.
How about Wick's wife?
Wick's wife.
And Mark Dutch from Dutchland.
Mark Dutch from Dutchland.
Pablo Choco.
Oh, Choco.
Jimmy Cocos.
Jimmy Cocos.
David Sony Music.
Sony Music.
Septashena Secrets.
Septashena Secrets.
And the Jimmy stage manager, Jen Friesen.
Jimmy stage manager, Jen Friesen.
Also Terry Crow.
Oh.
Did we say Squeaky McGee? It's funny sometimes when we're talking, Duke will say, "Oh, you mean like Squeaky McGee or Randy a Bite?" He remembers these things because my hard drive doesn't remember these names at the end of the day, but they seem to float through Duke's mind all day long. All right, buddy, sing the good peeps out. I won, I do, I 1, 2, 3, 4.
We're playing the same game. So I go back to collecting a win. And I tried this whole long game. So zoom out, have a fantastic day. Oh, when the banks are boom, the smank, Bitcoin, crypto, money.
Perfect. Nice job,
The
buddy.
piano was none.
Oh, you little rascal. Unbelievable how he does that. Yeah, also, not only follow it on Twitter, Twitter, but some people, like yesterday when I couldn't get the stream up, I put in Discord that I probably wouldn't put the video on. Plus, a lot of people say, hey, I don't get a notification from YouTube, and that's because YouTube apparently can't send notifications out. They're too busy censoring everybody and letting bots rip everybody off. So if you haven't joined the Discord, Alexandra just put, oh, that's the Twitter one. Someone else I just saw. It's actually in the description too of the Discord invite. Join us on Discord and you'll never miss a video because I always put the live stream videos up at least 5 minutes before they're live. So you'll never miss one, and everyone's got some friendly banter in there as well. And it's lots of fun. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful day.
Make sure you like and subscribe.